The Medrash teaches us that as soon as the Jewish nation received the Torah and accepted upon themselves to do everything that God says, immediately God commanded them to build him a Mishkan, the tabernacle, a home for God on this world. Now the question is, what exactly is the connection between accepting the Torah and building the tabernacle? But furthermore, what was the sense of urgency that God was conveying to the Jewish people by telling them to build a tabernacle immediately? Why the urgency? The commentaries explain that God was giving us a course, a tip on how to actualize inspiration, which so many times goes to the wayside. You know, how many times are we inspired by a speech or by reaching a milestone in life and we decide that we have to change? Or how about this? You ever stand by a funeral and while listening to the eulogy, all of a sudden it becomes so clear to us, crystal clear, that this life is so much greater than the way we are living it? And it could be a silly quarrel that I'm having with a friend, which suddenly became clear that there's no basis for it. And it's clear, crystal clear. However, a couple of hours later, we find ourselves doing the exact same thing. How do we actualize inspiration? The Ramchal, one of the greatest Jewish philosophers of the 17th century, explains that the Jewish soul is compared to a coal, a burning coal. A burning coal, you take a look at it on the outside, you don't see much. However, it's burning from within. When you fan those coals, it suddenly ignites, it explodes into a fiery flame. But one thing's for sure, that flame is not going to last. No matter how great the flame, it's going to die down after a couple of moments. The trick is to take a twig and light something else with that flame. Our souls are the same way. It's burning from within. Many times it's covered over. We don't even feel that fire. But then we're inspired. And what happens? That fire from within explodes. It comes out and we are on fire. We want to change. But no matter how great the inspiration, it's not going to last. And there's no way to circumvent that eventuality. What do we have to do? We got to take that flame, that fire, and immediately ignite something else with it. Do an action right away. Don't procrastinate, because it's not going to last. And the truth is, it's tricky, because during the inspiration, a person is sure it's going to last. You know why? Because the inspiration is not a myth. During the inspiration, the person is actually on fire. And that's why it's so tricky. But we have to realize that it's not going to last. And in a few short moments, he's going to return to his former. So what do? We do an action. Take that inspiration and do something with it. Immediately. But here's the catch. The action never has to match the inspiration. The inspiration is a fire and it's impossible to change overnight. We do something small and we thereby saved and retained that inspiration. This is what God was telling us. That even the inspiration of accepting the Torah and coming and meeting God himself is not going to last. So God commanded the Jewish people, immediately do something with it, actualize it, and you will see that it's going to turn the Jewish people into a great nation. We have to realize that so many times in life, inspiration tricks us, it fools us, but not anymore. When we're inspired, we're going to take it and do something with it, and we will see that we will reach our greatest potential on this world. Have a great Shabbos.